Why you feel empty after finally getting what you wanted. You got the job, the relationship, the number in your bank account you used to dream about, and then nothing. No fireworks, no relief, just a strange, quiet flatness, like arriving somewhere only to find the room is empty. If you felt that, you're not ungrateful, you're not broken, you're human, and there's a reason your brain does this to you. Stay with me. Think back to something you wanted badly, not casually wanted. Date for you. Told yourself, once I have this, I'll finally feel okay. And then you got it. For a moment. Maybe there was joy, but it faded faster than it should have underneath it. A quieter thought crept in. Is this really it? This isn't a personal failure. It's a pattern, a well-documented one. Psychologists call it the arrival fallacy, the belief that reaching a goal will produce a lasting emotional state. It rarely does. Here's the reframe. Your emptiness is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that your brain is working exactly as designed, because the brain was never built to reward arrival. It was built to reward movement. Here's what's happening beneath the surface. Dopamine, the neurochemical often mistaken for the pleasure chemical, isn't really about pleasure at all. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz's research on dopamine signaling showed something surprising. Dopamine spikes highest in the anticipation of reward and not in the reward itself. Think of your brain like a compass, not a trophy case. Its job isn't to hold the prize. Its job is to point you toward the next one. The moment you arrive, the compass has nothing left to point at, so it goes quiet, and that quiet feels like emptiness. But it's not absence, it's recalibration. There's a second layer to this too, what psychologists call hedonic adaptation. Your brain has a baseline, a kind of emotional home base. It always drifts back to no matter what happens to you. Win the lottery, and eventually your baseline returns. Lose something devastating, and eventually it returns to. This isn't cruelty, it's protection. A brain that stayed thrilled forever would never notice new threats, new opportunities, new reasons to keep living carefully. Your emptiness is the cost of a mind built to keep adapting. So what do you actually do with Tisher? Are 4 shifts, each grounded in how the mind works. Simply recognizing this as a known pattern reduces its emotional grip. This is called cognitive reappraisal. Abiling and experience changes how intensely you feel. It's psychologist Carol Dweck's research on goal orientation shows that people anchored in becoming rather than having report more sustained satisfaction. Ask not what will I have, but who am I becoming by doing this. Viktor Frankl observed that fulfillment doesn't come from achievement alone, it comes from purpose behind the achievement. Goal was never the destination, it was a vehicle for something deeper. Research on savoring by psychologist Fred Bryant shows that consciously slowing down to notice a positive moment extends its emotional impact. Your brain won't do this automatically. Have to choose it. Here's the mental model to carry with you, and think of life as a mountain with a summit that finally satisfies. Think of it as a flame passed from moment to moment. Goal was never to hold the fire still, it was to keep carrying the light. So if you got what you wanted and it didn't feel like you thought it would, you didn't fail. You just met the truth that every achiever eventually meets fulfillment. Was never a place, it was a practice, and practice didn't end. They simply continue quietly, one moment at a time.